Welcome back to Embr After Hours, where the door closes and real conversations begin. I'm your host, Bre.
And I'm Renee. Welcome back to episode 4. Pour yourself a drink, find a comfy seat, kick your shoes off, lean back, and enjoy the ride.
Because we have a good one.
Yes.
So you know that look a stylist gives another stylist when your client just said something absolutely unhinged?
Crazy. Yeah.
This is the episode we are talking about, okay? This is the one.
This is
for
the one.
those moments right here. Yeah.
You know, first off, this episode is for our fellow hairstylists strictly.
Yeah. If you're a client, get off.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
First rule about Embr After Hour, we don't talk about Embr After Hour, okay? Not at the water cooler, not to other people, okay? So, you know, hairstylists, have you ever had that undercover client? You know, the client that has black box dye and wants to go platinum? Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And during the consultation, they'll be like, no, girl, I've never put anything on this head.
Uh-huh. It's all natural, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so we're like, okay, we'll start the consultation. We'll do a strand test.
Yeah.
But baby girl, let me tell you, that strand test don't lie.
Yeah. You step away for a minute or two, come back, and you see smoke coming from the foil.
And you're like,
and
what
you
happened?
Open it up, and it smells like a tire fire.
It's orange. Red, actually, not even orange. It's red.
Yeah.
It's red.
Yeah.
Red.
And as you
and
are
you're like looking
quickly,
and it's falling out. And you're like,
and you run the client to the shampoo station, and as you lean her back, you go, are you sure you haven't colored your hair at all?
And she's like, no, girl. I mean, well, you know, I used like a color black rinse like a month ago. But
vegetable dye. I didn't thought that counted.
But, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. This is for the customer now with the black box dye.
Yeah.
It all matters. And when we ask you, listen, we're not the FBI
no
or
judgment,
the CIA.
no hate, but we
No.
have to know
the
these
truth.
things.
Yeah.
We have to know them.
Because guess what? The chemicals don't lie.
Because, girl, what if we would have done that on your entire head and all of your hair would have fallen off instead?
All of it. Yeah. So we've all had those experiences. I had an experience similar to this where I was doing on-scalp bleach to platinum. And again, the questions were asked, are you on any medication? Are you, have you done any previous color? And and it was a resounding no, nothing. So I proceeded with the on-scalp bleach. And it turned spotchy. Some areas were neon yellow or, just green. And, come to find out, she was using a minoxidil on her hair for hair loss. And she didn't want anybody to know. So, again, the hairstylist is the one person that you gotta tell the truth to because it really does matter.
It really does. Even though I know you do think, oh yeah, like I just did the clean dye wash. Like it's not really color. No, but that still is something important. Unless that color you use, if it was 6 years ago and it's all chopped off and gone now, that's the only time that it no longer is on your hair anymore. Yeah. Even if it's down here.
And again,
it was 5 months, whatever, 2 years ago, it still is in your ends. So
yes, or a rinse. And definitely, and sometimes people don't know, but medications can affect the way the hair color turns out.
Very true.
And just a few of them is like thyroid medication,
the weight loss,
the Manjaro, or
those things. Those can
Ozempic. The acne treatments can affect your hair color.
Steroids and hormone treatments.
Chemotherapy.
Yeah.
And the topical minoxidils. There's a plethora. So just, make sure you do tell your...
communicate whatever it is you're on, whatever you're taking. Just let us know.
Sometimes birth control, being on your
period,
can affect the way your hair lightens. Yeah.
Sometimes I've heard like pregnancy
or hormonal for sure.
Or any hormones can also affect your hair. Not everyone, but certain times. There's times where it can actually be a reason for colors turning out crazy. I have a story that back when I first started doing hair, I had a client. I used to take a lot of color corrections so I could learn my color theory. And one girl came in. She had oh my goodness, I don't even know. I think it was blue and green on her hair.
Ooh.
Wants to do kind of like a reddy pink, but like a white blonde, couple money piece, all the things. And I'm like, girl, you're on the opposite side of the whole entire color wheel. So clients, they don't get it. So sometimes you have to really dumb it down and be like, hey, this is, simple way of how you can understand it. You didn't go to school for it, so I gotta tell you why it's not gonna work. So I'm telling her, and she's like, well, I still want to try it. And I'm like, might go a little funky at first. So we tried a couple times, and I mean, as planned, it was never pulling white blonde. There was one time it was going red, one time it went orange, one time it went pink, and finally I was like, girl, can we give the dream up of the white blonde? And she was like, yeah, it's fine. And I was like, thank goodness. But we really have to try to communicate and help y'all with figuring out what a plan is. But I mean, I kept telling her, I was like, it's probably not going to be possible. I can do what I can do. And there was a couple times where she's like, oh, I like it. But, she still wanted that white blonde. And I was like,
no,
it's not possible. It's really not possible. I mean, and also she was using box dye, whatever box color she had on her hair. And I was just like, just didn't work. But so you just, and she was like, I don't remember what it was I've used. And so I was like, can you tell me more about what's on your head? And then she was also on some kind of medication. And that was another reason why, I had even tried to use, a strip remover for the color. And I was like, this is a hot mess. And that is why I don't do color corrections anymore. Not like that, at least.
She does.
Not the blue ones.
She just
not blue to red.
She just did one yesterday.
I did.
But yeah, we all have the color stories of, and again, AI. I hate it. I personally hate it. I already hated having customers come in with filtered pictures. This AI...
whole ball game change crazy.
I have gotten so many clients that text me and they say, here's what AI told me would look good on me. Here is the color that AI chose. And it's like, okay, that purple doesn't even exist in that combination. That's not even possible. Mm-hmm. So, Pinterest AI has definitely, made it harder. Products have made it so much harder, from henna, metallic to whatever they put on, because when bleach hits it, it just almost has a chemical combustion with the metallic salts, and
just swells up and breaks your hair off.
And it makes me feel bad because I don't want to be negative Nancy and shoot down
and be the
people's
one that's no, you can't have the blonde that you're wanting, but
So we get it all from crazy hair expectations or wants to just plain crazy. Like the clients that had a short pixie haircut, and then every 3 weeks or, 3.5 weeks, she would text saying, hey, I think it was still left a little long. Okay, my bad. And the first time I, no charge, redid the haircut. Did I not take it short enough, And then it kind of, she wanted it to be a pattern. And then I very quickly realized, I think she just wants to come in and get a free haircut. It is a short pixie. And that haircut after like 3-4 weeks is already outgrown. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a little cray-cray. Yeah. And just sometimes emotional when they come in, they want to do a really big change on their hair while they are pregnant or going through divorce. And we always say, hey, you know what? Like, maybe you should sit on that for a few weeks.
And there's a couple where I'm like, they're like, I'm going to chop it to here. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
So what's going on? And they're like, oh, nothing. I just really want to do it. And so I'm like, okay, what about in 3 weeks? They come in 3 weeks later. I'm so glad you did not let me have that appointment to come in and chop all my hair off because now I'm over that patch and I want to keep it long. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's why I do that. Mm-hmm.
There's definitely, we have a bunch of crazy stories that we cannot share.
Yeah.
Because even if we change the names, I think everybody would know, who they are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If it was just that easy, but the stories are so specific that
some of them you really can't make it up, and you're like, ooh, I don't know.
No, like the story where, I was doing a married couple's hair, her color haircut, his haircut, and one day they were both set to come in. One after the other, and both of them separately had contacted me, which isn't out of the norm, Some people set their own appointments, and so they were back to back. Mom, I'm finishing up with her, and what I did not realize is that he walked in not by himself, with the mistress. It was a bit uncomfortable.
Little bit.
That might have been all of the sudden it turned into Jerry Springer in the salon. And my tray flew across, was pushed across the room. And they kind of went at it. And the two women went at it. And I kind of, grabbed my straight razor just in case. And needless to say, they were very, very much embarrassed after. And I still do the ex-wife's hair. So it's sometimes our space here or the hair salon becomes a stage.
Yeah, and that is true. Sometimes I'll have a client they're just telling me about, what their life's going on. And next thing, the whole salon's involved. And we're all like, girl, this is the advice you need. And da-da-da-da-da. And she's telling everything. She's like, I've been to therapy. I've been to, I'm doing all these things. And we're like, well, you're in the right direction. But she's got all these crazy problems going on. And we love hearing your crazy stories at the same time.
We do. But we also call it like it is, If the client keeps dating assholes.
Which we also tell y'all.
Yeah, we do.
We tell y'all. Yeah. We're like, girl, you crazy.
You crazy. You need therapy.
And they're like, we know I'm on it. And I'm like, good. At least you know.
Or they are in denial, and then the next dating crazy story happens, and then very quickly.
But your appointments are always very interesting, so it's okay.
Yeah, and we
always have something to talk about.
Do only give advice if we are asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll chime in.
Yes.
Depending on who it is.
If the floor is open. the door gets cracked.
I mean, if you're telling us, you're kind of asking us, right? Like, for our advice.
That's what I think, you know? And again, we tell it like it is, you know? If the one particular girl keeps dating assholes and she's kind of surprised that the outcome keeps being the same, we're like, girl, therapy. And maybe you need to not date for a year. That would be good because you kind of keep dating.
Bringing in the same type of people.
Yeah. And at the end, you're surprised
like,
that after a month.
What's been going on? Why is this happening to me? I wonder why.
And then we go, hey, man, you just should go on an Eat, Pray, Love tour by yourself for like a year, eat some good pasta, go on a trip with your girlfriends, and just not date, right?
Don't need a man.
No. I mean, they're fun, but we don't need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your hair done instead.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we have a bunch of crazy stories, and, you know.
Maybe one day we'll...
do a tell-all.
Do a little bit of telling. Maybe when we're about to, like, retire or something, we'll be like...
Bomb drop. We're about to retire, move away, and change our names. That's when...
Change our hair.
Yeah. We can do each other's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just both go dark. Maybe pink. Or red or blue.
That. I'll go pink.
I've done pink.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
you should dye
is.
your hair pink.
Maybe we should do pink.
We'll be the mom and daughter pink girls. We'll just be...
Ouch.
What?
Did she? Did she?
Sorry, sisters.
Oh, okay. Did she? I think she did. On that note... I hope you all, and if Bree's not here for episode 5, you know what happens. Until then, please take care of yourselves, and we are here for you for any advice, and
that's about it.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See you next time.